Most of you guys have heard about nuisance streamers before. Johnny Somali is a nuisance streamer. Johnny Somali is much more than a nuisance streamer, actually. He himself is a plague. He's gone to multiple countries before: Japan, Thailand, Israel, South Korea, where he's currently trapped. And his streams usually consist of content just like this.
You know Hiroshima and Nagasaki? We're gonna do again. What? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We do again. You understand? You don't know. You know history. What? You know. What? What do you mean? Where are you from? You know where I'm from? Where are you from? I'm from America. You're from America? Yes. So am I.
So if you missed what was happening there, he was basically just yelling on the train, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, which, if you don't know what that is, those are the two places that were bombed back in World War II. And obviously of very cultural significance to the Japanese people. Then this Korean American comes up to him and just straight up tells him that he's being obnoxious, and his reply was yet again,
You know what we do to you?
What do you do?
We will do again.
Do what?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
So you can see this guy's working with full brain power here. He's got every brain cell active. He's running at full steam. That's why all he can produce is shit. The funniest thing is he does continue being a nuisance all throughout Japan. It does end up with him getting arrested, slapped with a fine, and he leaves. But he doesn't get to leave Japan without getting his ass beat multiple times. Here's one of those.
Grabbing my camera. Down there. Down there.
And what?
Just don't grab my camera. All you have to say is stop.
I do love how the clapping in the background, you can just hear people celebrating the fall of Johnny Somali. Another incident that garnered the public attention is when he was over in Israel, he decided to sexually harass a female police officer that was on duty. It really does just go to show that this worm doesn't really think about anybody but himself. If he can get some content, whether it's by encroaching in somebody's personal space, assaulting them verbally, or sexually harassing someone, he'll do it all.
Oh, you a bad bitch. I swear to God. You a bad bitch. I'll take you to dinner. I swear to God. I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life. I promise you. You a bad bitch right here. I'll change your life, baby girl. You ain't gotta work for these niggas no more. Bitch, I'll change your life. I'll change your life.
The Israel situation didn't last too long. He got arrested. You saw the beating.
Hey, don't touch me, man. Hey.
And he got banned from Jerusalem, so not allowed back there. He ended up moving his antics over to South Korea, and he did that quite a while ago. I think that was actually about a year ago that he did that, and he's currently still there. Not by his own choice. So I just went through those couple of situations really quick just to kind of give you a little feel as to the type of guy that he is. There's a lot of content out there covering this guy. The people that I refer to the most were Atozi and Legal Mindset. They actually ended up going over to the South Korean trials, which, sorry to spoil it, he obviously does get arrested there. And it's much more serious than the last cases. So he's in South Korea now. He's trying to enjoy his pot of ramen when his goofy nature takes over him and decides, let's start playing loud music, loud text-to-speech from the stream through my speaker, as well as eventually throwing noodles at people at the doorway and disrespecting the staff. So a lot of you guys might be asking, why is he doing all of this? Why is he going country to country, creating a nuisance, and who the hell is watching all of this? I have the answer for you. And it's going to be way more obvious than you think. And I think I mentioned this before. Clout. People are blinded by clout. They cannot see how stupid they are. I even have proof.
Why are you being to other people in other countries? For money. For clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a I have no morals. I'm a sociopath. I don't give a Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a
And now we're pretty much caught up to the present situation, apart from a couple of important details that I'll go over while we go over the current charges that he's facing. All right, Legal Mindset put together this fantastic graph that'll explain pretty much in detail what's going on. He's facing currently 8 charges. 6 of them he's pleaded guilty to, and 2 of them not guilty. The 2 that are not guilty are the ones that actually hold the biggest amount of time, but there's also been an important update recently, which is pretty funny, and I think is going to get him the arrest hammer thrown down on him. Charge hammer, if you will. Like, I really do think that the Korean justice system is just charging up their alt right now, and when they unleash, it's going to be devastating. And Johnny Somali is not going to be able to tell his own asshole from the floor. So right now, it seems like he's either set up to go to jail for sure, which it seems like that's what the Korean government's trying to do by keeping him there, because obviously with his one brain cell that he must have up there, he continues to film himself committing felonies all throughout South Korea. It doesn't make any sense. He's even been charged before because of promoting North Korean propaganda in South Korea, talking about Kim Jong-un and even asking him to press the red button.
They nuke this shit so shit turn to Fallout New Vegas. No, please, Kim Jong-un, press that button.
I'm not going to ask you to unleash nuclear devastation across an entire population. But what I will ask is for you to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. Because so far, that's all we have. He has been charged. He's set up for 5 years, but we still have another trial coming up next month. A really funny development that I thought just really showed the character of Johnny Somali was how he showed up to court. Because as everyone knows, when you go to court the very night before at 3 o'clock in the morning, what you do is boot up a live stream and get drunk as fuck.
I'm giving y'all the first viral moment tonight.
There's been plenty of other things Johnny Somali has done, none of them great. He's approached minors before. He's begged to just get his channel back in the midst of this entire South Korea fiasco, because again, all he cares about is getting money, and he can't get any money from any streaming services because none of them will pay a criminal. Even Kick won't pay a criminal. Even Party won't pay him. It's impressive how disliked he has become. And he doesn't seem to really be that remorseful. Every time he apologizes, it's forced. He's literally had to recite apologies like a 3rd grader before. And he's also set a bad influence for other creators that think, oh, I'm going to gain clout this way too, because this top G move.
Fucking miss. Yo, Bonnie Tokyo. Have it on you. Why the chicks got your hearts on sticks? Obsessed with dicks like you can't feel shit.
This heinous act was performed by an Australian content creator known as Lockie Jones. And while I can't say that he was influenced by Johnny Somali has done several other acts like lubing himself up with baby oil in front of sacred statues and sitting down next to a statue and kissing it, saying some very suggestive things, and this statue again had very cultural significance to the Korean people. As for Johnny Somali, he has a court date in October, so we'll see how that goes. My theory, South Korean government, they know he's a complete dumbass, and he's gonna do what dumbasses do, and that's just continue on the same path as before and record themselves trying to gain more clout, trying to gain more influence, trying to maybe even gain money through one of the streaming services, because there are some out there. I'm sure that there's some that he's able to get onto, and they're going to gather up all of that evidence into a nice little pile so that they can make sure that they can put him away, because it doesn't seem like they are willing to back down on this. And it's good that they're not, because I think that they see what happens when he's given even a little bit of leniency. They're letting him go free. They're making him think that he's safe and that he has a chance. He still seems to feel kind of confident about the situation. And while he might not receive the 20 plus years that a lot of people think he might, I definitely think he's going to at least get the 5. I know that it's not exactly 5, but it's around 5 years. I definitely think he's going to get that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit longer, but thanks for watching.